We believe, I think some of the issues that you've brought up here are quite serious and that we take them seriously.
The University of Wisconsin changes its recruiting practices after a News 3 investigation.
Among the changes, extra training for all UW athletes this season on the topic of sexual assault.
Now, this comes after a former UW football recruit was convicted in June of raping a co-ed in her dorm while he was on an official recruiting visit to campus. News 3 investigative reporter Adam Schrager joins us with what the football program specifically will be doing differently in the future.
These changes are being made after the recruitment of Dominic Cizauskas ended when he sexually assaulted a former high school classmate of his. Going forward, freshmen will not be allowed to serve as student hosts for recruits. Recruits will not be allowed to visit people that they know on campus, and representatives from the Dean of Students office will talk about sexual assault with all UW teams at the start of the school year. Most of the testimony during the trial of Dominic Cizauskas focused on allegations of sexual assault. But one witness detailed how he'd provided numerous shots of alcohol to Cizauskas when the recruit arrived at a campus dorm. He wasn't alone. Two different UW freshman players told police they'd given liquor to the recruits they were hosting. It's a violation of the recruiting rules the student hosts agree to follow.
We believe, I think some of the issues that you've brought up here are quite serious and that we take them seriously.
Justin Doherty is the Associate Athletic Director at UW. He says NCAA rules concerning the recruitment of prospective student athletes prevents him from talking about the specifics of that December recruiting weekend.
You're depending somewhat on both the student athlete host and the recruit to, do the right thing and to follow the policies that they've agreed to follow.
At least one of those players, linebacker Leon Jacobs, originally lied to a member of the recruiting staff about that weekend before telling head coach Gary Anderson what he'd done. UW Athletics Director Barry Alvarez told News 3 he was immediately disciplined when the school discovered Jacobs' actions. But 3 weeks after the incident, he was playing in the Badgers' New Year's Day bowl game against South Carolina.
What I can tell you is that, Coach Anderson, like all of our coaches here, expects honesty and truthfulness and a high standard out of the student athletes and the programs here. We all do in the department here. We all do at the university.
Is there a bigger problem here, or is that an isolated incident?
Alcohol use, high-risk alcohol use, abusive alcohol use is an issue for not only this campus, but campuses all across the country. We are part of the campus. Therefore, it's an issue that we're concerned with.
The question for jurors in the Dominic Cizauskas case was whether he had committed a sexual assault while on his official recruiting visit. Going forward, the question for UW officials deals with recruiting weekends to come. Have you done what you need to do to prevent it from happening again?
The department, I think across the board, sport to sport, coach to coach, administratively, does a good job of educating the coaches, educating the student athletes about what a successful recruiting visit should look like, regardless of what sport it is. If there are areas that can be tightened up and improved, we're always looking to do that as well.
The university would not specify what discipline, if any, either of the current players faces as a result of violating the school's recruiting policy. It will also not release any details related to the weekend that Cizauskas visited the campus, claiming that to do so would be a violation of NCAA rules against discussing recruits. Along those lines, Athletics Director Barry Alvarez told News 3 the school would report all recruiting violations to the Big Ten Conference.
All right. Thank you, Adam. Some tough questions there. Tough story. Thanks.
Thank you.